Yo, what is up, people? Welcome back to Popcornet and Happy New Year. Today I'll be doing something a little different because whenever there's a new year, we always try to do something to better ourselves, and the key word that I hear used a lot is growth. And that's one thing I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm just trying to grow it a little bit by talking about different branches of pop culture, and today I decided to do music. So today I'll be sharing a list of my top 5 favorite albums of 2018. I decided to do this list based off how many times I listened to the album throughout the year, so replay value, and also the complete body of work. This is not a list based off who's the best rapper or the best lyricist or whoever did the best sales of 2018. This is based off my personal favorite albums. But before we get to the list, if you're new to the channel, I do content just like this weekly on everything in pop culture. So if you're not a part of the cult, you should join right now by hitting the subscribe button. And with that being said, let's get to the list. So at number 5, I have Jay Rock's Redemption. Yo, this album literally caught me by surprise because I really do feel like Jay Rock's the most slept on artist in TDE, but he really did step up to the plate this year with Redemption. Especially in a year where we didn't hear much from TDE other than stuff on the Black Panther soundtrack and a few features here and there. But with tracks like Out of Sight, Out of Mind with J. Cole, which was a fire feature, and songs like Win that can motivate you to do anything that you want to do. And if you're going through a struggle, listen to Broke Plus Minus. It will help you get through anything possible. And let's not forget King's Dead, which was the biggest single off the album, and the Wow freestyle is just wow with Kendrick Lamar. It's a throwback to what they used to do in the old school days with TDE, coming up, just going back and forth, and it really shows Kendrick's and Jay Rock's chemistry. So there you have it, Jay Rock's Redemption at number 5. At number 4, I have Kids See Ghosts with Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Yo, this album hit me hard emotionally. I remember staying up late just to watch the stream for a release party, and it was totally worth it. This album was so good that I had to go out and buy some merch. But on a serious note, with tracks like Reborn, I am not ashamed to say this, I literally cry every time I hear this song, just listening to Kid Cudi struggle with depression and how he's in a better place right now by feeling reborn. And also Kanye West struggle with mental health. This is an overall emotional song and my personal favorite off the album. This album also has tracks like Feel the Love that just makes you want to hop in a mosh pit, and Fourth Dimension, where they actually take us to a fourth dimension. And let's not forget Cudi Montage. Oh my god, the melodies, bro, the melodies. So there you have it, Kids See Ghosts at number 4. And at number 3, I have Astroworld by Travis Scott. Yo, I've been a huge fan of Travis Scott for a long time, and I really do feel like this is his best body of work. You can truly see his growth as an artist with this album. The reason why I love Travis Scott so much is that he fits in so many different pockets of music, and it's hard to categorize him as a rapper. And that's why I feel like he's the true definition of a rock star. This album starts off with the track Stargazing, and it really set the tone for the whole album. He literally took us on a trip. He took us to the moon, he took us to Mars, and then we landed on Astroworld. This album also has the biggest song of the year, which is Sicko Mode featuring Drake. Who has not heard this song? And it also has Stop Trying to Be God, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell he got a feature from Stevie Wonder. He has some other cool features on here too, like Sway Lee on R.I.P. Screw, which is a complete vibe, and introduces artists like Juice WRLD and Gunna, and let's not forget Don Toliver on Can't Say, which is my personal favorite track off this album. And there you have it, Astroworld with Travis Scott at number 3. At number 2, I have Daytona by Pusha T. Yo, this album literally makes you want to go to Miami, rent a Lambo, drop the top, and just cruise down Ocean Drive. This album, I don't even know if I've ever heard anything like this. I have become a Pusha T truther after this. I have slept on Pusha T for too long, and I am on the bandwagon. If I had to pick a word to describe this album, I would say it's exquisite. Yes, exquisite. My mind is still blown away about how great this album is. Like, it starts off with If You Know, You Know. Ugh. Complete mood. Go listen to Hard Piano with Rick Ross and tell me that you don't just want to go to Miami, get a speedboat, and start a life of crime. Like, ugh. Oh my god. And it also has tracks like Comeback Baby, Santeria, and let's not forget Infrared when he dissed Drake. Yo, this album is a lock at number 2. Pusha T, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I am officially on the bandwagon, bro. Before I hop into my number 1 album of the year, I just want to say some honorable mentions. I can't make a list without mentioning Drake, Scorpion. I liked it, but it wasn't top 5 worthy. Also, let's not forget Post Malone. Yes, Post Malone album. Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Have you heard that album? So many bangers, so many vibes, and so many good tunes on there. If you haven't, go check that out. And last but not least, XXXTentacion's Question Mark. Yo, RIP to a young legend. It sucks that his life got taken away at such an early age because it was cool to see his growth as an artist. But RIP X, and those are my honorable mentions. And at number 1, I have KOD by J. Cole. J. Cole has become one of my favorite artists, and what he did with this album is genius. And I love the way he addressed so many issues that we have in society on this album. With tracks like Photograph, when he addresses how social media has affected our love life, to ATM, when he talks about the struggle of trying to impress people with things that you don't have. And then on the track called Friends, he talks about the struggle with drug addiction, and he talks about how there could be another way out, which is meditation over medication. And on the track Brackets, he talks about the troubles with our government, school system, and so on and so forth. And on Window Pane, he talks about the struggle of trying to be Superman and trying to help everybody out, but still wanting to be one of the people. This album is beautiful. And I almost forgot to mention, once again, no features. This man had to create a split personality just to put a feature on his album. I'm like, who is Kill Edwards? And come to find out that it's him. That was incredible. So there you have it. That's the list of my top 5 favorite albums of 2018. But I would love to hear what your top 5 or top 10 is. So please leave your list in the comment box below. Once again, guys, thanks for checking me out. I really appreciate all the support. And if you're new to the channel, I do content just like this weekly on everything in pop culture. So if you're not a part of the cult, you should definitely join right now by hitting the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow me on the socials so we can keep the conversation going. My name is PopCultNet on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.